I just felt like doing this today. I don't know. I just felt compelled, and I was like, we'll just see how it goes. Morning. So I'm sitting in my car before work, and I've got a few minutes before I have to go inside, and instead of just like scrolling and stuff, I try to read some scriptures before I go in. Honestly, just to prepare my heart and just like have peace and what I hope is the joy of the Lord when I walk in. Because to be honest, I don't always have joy about going to work, and I just want to be really honest about that, because I feel like that's a pretty normal thing. But as Christians, we'd like to pretend that we don't have that like because we have God, we're totally fine, and we're just like above all that. So Matthew 6, starting in 25, is a group of verses that just like won't leave me alone. It's just like it won't leave me alone. It's all about, do not be anxious about what you will wear, what you'll eat, what you'll put on, and I know what it means. I take it in each time, but I keep having to relearn it on a new day. It's really interesting because the final verse is, do not worry about tomorrow, for today has enough trouble of its own. Boy, does it. I feel like I have to keep reading this group of verses every day, because every day I need to be reminded of it again, that literally Jesus speaks about, do not be anxious about what you'll put on, what you'll wear, what you'll eat, what you will drink. He says it twice and keeps reminding us to not be anxious. And it's like, he's saying it because we need to keep hearing it and relearning it and really digesting those words. And it's hard because everywhere you look around you, people are wearing things and eating things and drinking things and having things that we don't have. And I don't think it's wrong to want those things, but there's a scripture in there that says, seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Now, that's not a promise that I'm going to get a Jeep, which is something I really want. It's not a promise that I'm going to make a certain amount of money, or that I'm going to have a plethora of amazing, incredible, rich things. It's a promise that these treasures are the treasures that we store up in heaven. Because when God is talking about treasures, and when we as humans are talking about treasures, very different things. But the more that we press in, at least that's what I'm learning from these verses and having to relearn, the more that we press in, the more that we begin to understand where true treasure lies. And I'm saying all of this out loud, a little bit for myself, a lot for myself. Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. God has it taken care of. And we just have to take a breath, read that verse, say it out loud, read it again, and then read the one below it. Do not worry about tomorrow, because today has enough trouble of its own. It for real does. So looking ahead to tomorrow doesn't help. But what we can do is lean on him and his righteousness and seek first his kingdom. And when we say that, that just means looking to God to move forward in the next step. So I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a breath and allow him to guide me forward. And I really hope the sound is okay on this, because I'm using an AirPod, because the speakers in my car are garbage. So, but I have an AirPod, except that I only have the left one. I don't know where the right one went. I'm pretty sure it's on a coffee table at my parents' house. Hopefully the dogs didn't eat it. Remember to be kind to others and gentle with yourself. I need to be gentle with myself quite often, for we are all a work in progress.